Hey guys, I just want to do a quick video on my Russian Capture Kar98k. I recently refinished this rifle using True Oil. I sanded down to stock and I put on, I believe, 5 coats. Buff in between each coat using 000 steel wool. And then you buff it at the end to give it the desired gloss factor. True Oil does a really good job of preserving the grains and really bringing out the natural beauty of a rifle stock. So if you're considering refinishing a stock, I definitely recommend True Oil. I also filled in all the markings using whiteout, model 98, serial number on the receiver and on the stock, filled in the Waffenams and the factory marks. Factory mark number is 280, indicating it was made in Erfurt, Germany. Year of manufacture for the barrel and the receiver is 1941, is stamped on the receiver. And the Russians electro-penned the serial number 949 into the bolt, because that's just what they did. If you're going to fill in the markings on your Russian Capture or any milsurp rifle, I suppose, I definitely recommend using whiteout, because first of all, paint is just a no-go. Don't do that. Don't put that on your rifle stock. You know, this stuff is pretty good looking, stands out pretty well. And if you really want to take it off, rubbing alcohol will do that. If you give it a good scrub with a bristle brush and rubbing alcohol. And I've heard gun solvents will take it off as well. I've heard of people using white crayon to do it as well, which I think is a terrible idea, because if you're going to shoot the thing at all, which you should, the wax from the crayon is going to melt. And there goes your marking fill-ins. So these are great rifles to have. They're great shooters. Not a whole lot of money if you get a Russian Capture one, probably between $200 and $400 right now. That's about the range I got this in. And nice thing about the Russian Captures is it's really not that collectible of a gun, considering none of the serial numbers match. So you can make it your own, you can put whatever finish you want on the stock, which I believe in keeping fairly natural. And you don't have to be afraid of putting a little ding in it. You don't have to be afraid of putting a little dent in the stock. You can shoot the crap out of it and enjoy it, not feel guilty about it. For anyone that's not familiar, on the Kar98k or any Mauser really, it's a 3-position safety switch right there. That in fact is a fire position. The first safety position is straight up, if I can do that with one hand, like that, where pulling the trigger will not drop the striker, but the bolt will still cycle. Second safety position is all the way to the right. If I can again do that with one hand, there we go, where trigger won't drop the striker and the bolt is locked as well. So that's for anyone that's not familiar with Mausers. If you're considering getting one of these, definitely take into consideration the region you live in, because if you live somewhere south of the Mason-Dixon line, I'm sure you can pick up a box of 8x57 surplus pretty easily, but in upstate New York, where I am, you do not come across cheap ammo for this very readily. If you want to come across some rounds of Plinkwood, you're still going to pay about $25 if you can find them, and a box of hunting rounds if you're going to hunt with these things, which you definitely can. It's an accurate rifle and it'll knock a deer down very easily. You're going to pay about $45 for, say, a box of Winchester soft points. So take into consideration where you live if you're going to be shooting the thing. Take into consideration the availability of the rounds, price of the rounds. But definitely has a very interesting yet gloomy historical aspect to it. A primary issue rifle for the Wehrmacht army. Or the Wehrmacht, I should say, the German army. Anyway, I'm happy with the way it came out. Hope you are too. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.